you think that Biden kept the pot announcement in his back pocket, just waiting for the day that this dropped on Hunter Biden? Biden has now pardoned all marijuana offenses. Calls for review of federal law. This would be federal marijuana offenses. Biden is also urging governors to do the same for cases regarding state offenses of civil possession of marijuana. So, long overdue. Incredibly obvious, but we got to give him props where props are due as well. President Joe Biden on Thursday granted a pardon to all people convicted of simple marijuana possession under federal law in what amounts to the most extensive White House action taken to date on U.S. drug policy. The president also urged governors to take similar action for state offenses of civil possession of marijuana. In addition, he called on the Secretary of Health and Human Services and the Attorney General to expeditiously review how marijuana is scheduled under federal law. Currently, marijuana is classified as a Schedule I narcotic, which is bullshit, meaning it's deemed to have no medical use and a high potential for abuse, which couldn't be further from the truth. Heroin and LSD are other Schedule I drugs, neither of which fit that definition. Sending people to prison for possessing marijuana has upended too many lives and incarcerated people for conduct that many states no longer prohibit, Biden said in a statement. Criminal records for marijuana possession have also imposed needless barriers to employment, housing, and educational opportunities. And while white and black and brown people use marijuana at similar rates, black and brown people have been arrested, prosecuted, and convicted at disproportionate rates, which you had a big hand in, to be fair. Just throwing it all out there. Heroin is like a cousin to Oxycontin and morphine, so there are medical benefits. I mean, I guess you could say there is no medical benefit to street heroin. So this had an effect on the stock market. Let's go to CNBC. Apparently, the actual stocks are slumping, but the marijuana stocks are through the roof based on this announcement.
Big news in the cannabis space today. President Biden pardoning thousands of people convicted of marijuana possession and ordering a review of federal pot laws. The pardons applying to federal...
Ooh, Sky Comet coming with the fire. Tobacco fits that definition.
...country to do the same. The news sending pot stocks skyrocketing. Are we jumping to conclusions, Tim?
Well,
pot stocks.
Understand the dynamics here. We're talking about criminal justice. This is different than federalization. This is different than stuff that's going to get them listed on exchanges and the things that the capital markets really want. Investors want that. But it's very...
But it seems like that's what we're moving towards. This is a good first step towards that, and also towards allowing dispensaries and grow houses to be able to access loans and banking institutions. Tell me my meme or my thumbnail game for YouTube isn't on point. Come on.
Very important that this is incremental. And what's very important about this announcement is, first of all, this wasn't made in a vacuum. This to me is an announcement in close conjunction with something that will follow.
Warlord, probably.
Talking about in the cannabis space forever. SAFE Act, safe banking, to the extent that in a lame duck session, there's been plenty of conversations that there could be something that happens. I'm not going to tell you it's going to happen. I'm going to tell you that there's no question to me this wasn't just a statement made in a vacuum. The other most important thing about what he said is he alluded to the schedule and the Schedule I status of cannabis, and that it's the same as heroin and LSD. That dynamic, you remove that dynamic, and you make the profitability of this sector night and day different. So free cash flow, things that have been, look, the big headwinds for the sector have been about gross margin and the illicit markets and things that are a function of the federal market. But this gets right to, if you get rid of 280E, which is essentially the tax code that the IRS would apply to any Schedule I or illegal activity, and you remove that, it changes free cash flow dynamics for the sector. So it's a very, very exciting day. It was a long time in coming. This wasn't whimsical, and criminal justice is critical to get actually other other people in the Senate than to be on board.
No, you've been waiting for this. People have been tweeting about it over the last couple of weeks. I mean, this is Tim can speak to this, but this is one of those seminal moments in the space that years to come we'll talk about this day when it all changed. Now, MSOS, I think.
I don't know that it all changes, but this is a step.
I'm not saying you go out and chase these things because I'm sure there's going to be some ebbs and flows, but I think the space for the first time in a while, and you're not going to see that.
Now, they're speaking financially, too.
Volatility like you've seen over the last couple of years. I think now it's investable for a period of time.
Holy shit.
It's kind of a brilliant political move.
Look at that jump.
Promised by Biden a couple years ago, and the timing of it. I mean, let's
In terms
just
of before the midterms?
Yeah, people like this stuff.
All right.
Stay in school, kids. Don't use it.
No. I, on the other hand, have a different message for the kids. Remember, kids, shoot up drugs, not schools. Much different message for the kids than what CNBC put forward there.